Well, now that we re-recorded the podcast that I messed up on Friday, maybe we can move on to a podcast for Friday, the next Friday. It's funny, I posted it, the other one, and it's weird how much my mic picks up your voice even without your mic on. Like you could listen, if you really focused on that podcast, you could have listened to it.
Yeah.
But it just sounded so strange. Like at first, two things I noticed. At first, I thought you were just standing really. I was like, "Is he just too far from the mic?" And then I looked over, like I told you earlier when you got here, and I was like, "Nope, no red light on." So, and then I remembered that I powered these off. Because I was like, I want to power those off. I usually leave them on because they just sit here or whatever. And then I started working on the narration for my newest video, and I was like, well, I got to power this one on, so I did. And then I wasn't thinking about it, and completely wasted your time on Friday night. But anyway, that is just the joys of recording. What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode number 14 of the Quick Disc Podcast. I'm Tim. This is John. Today, we are going to discuss something that I wouldn't call myself necessarily an expert in. Would you call yourself an expert in these matters, Johnny?
I'm not an expert, but I do like to eat food, so...
I've been to enough of these. We've been to enough of these.
Yeah, not every one of them, but enough of them.
To discuss this. So, we're going to discuss... we're trying to figure out a format for this, and I think we're just going to kind of discuss our favorite dining experiences, meaning places to eat. Just a fancy way to say places to eat in the Magic Kingdom. When we're toying around with just doing quick service and things like that, but after looking everything through, it just seems the best way to go about it is to discuss kind of where we like to go eat. So, with that said, I would like to start by saying that as far as restaurants that stick out right off the top of my head in the Magic Kingdom, obviously Be Our Guest is probably and Cinderella's Royal Table are probably the two most desirable reservations to get right now in the park. And we'll get to those. But for a sit-down meal, and I don't know if you've ever done this, right over by Jungle Cruise, there's the Skipper Canteen.
I no.
Okay.
I've not done that. I want to.
So the Skipper Canteen is and I'm gonna pull up a menu to discuss it in further detail, and you can as well. It just, for park food, I find it to be very kind of exotic, I guess, is the way to put it. Like, it has interesting things on it. I mean, you get the basics. Like, you can get what they call a lot at steak salad, and it's a grilled steak, romaine lettuce, red peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, parsley, yada yada yada. And then I got the Baba Berber lamb chops when I went, and those are just a spiced lamb chop with curried carrots, sunchokes, and lamb butter sauce. And now just think about what I just said in an amusement park term.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool
Yeah.
type of dish. They got Thai noodles, seafood stew, sustainable fish, which is not piranha, served over Chinese broccoli, carrots, shiitake mushrooms, and red bell peppers. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but you get the idea, right? And not only that, but if you look at the images here, and I'm going to do some work on so when you're watching this visual, you can see what I'm talking about. It's themed out to Jungle Cruise, which is cool. So if you haven't been here, if you and your family are looking for something different, I recommend this. They consider it African cuisine. Lunch, dinner, reservations required, all that good stuff. Although I did walk in one time. I don't know.
And then is it's part of the whole is this one that's part of the whole the sea story, the storyline that goes throughout the parks?
Yeah, with the whole Adventurers Club and all that stuff. Yeah, it has all that. So if you look around the restaurant when you get a van, of course I do because I'm a dork.
Yeah.
You get to see all this stuff. And
that whole, if you ever read about that thing, that's really cool to just you'll notice things.
I feel like the pulse I get from online is that people are starting to kind of like recognize this as a really good place to check out. But like I said, we went at a decently busy time one year. Last time we went was a year ago, maybe two, whatever it was, doesn't matter. And we were able to just walk right in and be like, "Do we need a reservation?" They're like, "Yeah." They just sat us down. So it's not insanely popular. I think once again, the other two are kind of just taking all the attention.
Yeah.
But totally worth checking out.
And I think the whole when you see that African food type, that might be like.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah, people who definitely aren't adventurous are not gonna. I mean, you can always find something anyway, but people see that and they're like, "Yeah, well, maybe that's not my type of thing."
Yeah, and you get a lot of it in Animal Kingdom, so I guess maybe if they're thinking in those terms, that's where they would go to do it, like a Yakking Yeti well, that's not really an African cuisine, but what's the other one? The Tusker House, or whatever, over there. But yeah, totally worth it. And if you're into Disney theming, I love the idea of that. I love the idea they made a restaurant themed out to the Jungle Cruise. That was really cool. I don't know, Society of Explorers and Adventurers, and they got all that stuff going on. So if you like that, people, check it out. But that's the first one that comes to mind for me. And I'll let Johnny throw one at me and see what he's got, because we didn't talk about this at all before the show. So
when I think Magic Kingdom, the one that always stands out to me that I think we've probably done every time from when I was little to now is the Crystal Palace. It's just something we've always gone to. It's the character with Pooh from.
Yeah, it's all Winnie the Pooh, right?
When I was a little kid, that was my, every kid has a stuffed animal. That was my stuffed animal. I had to have Winnie the Pooh. I still have it. My son he just brought it to school the other day for they had a teddy bear picnic, so he brought my Pooh. And a wonderful little child telling his teacher that it was 55 years old when my dad had it when he was a kid, which is, add 20 years to my life. But for, it's that the restaurant itself is really cool with the glass everywhere. You do get, with the characters, you get, like, the last time we were there, I want to say they came around 3 times at least in our, we weren't, it was 6 of us. Maybe in an hour to an hour and a half, you get at least 3 rounds of them. You get the little parade in the middle of it where the kids get to go with them.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't know. My mom took my daughter one time on a trip when we went, but I've never been it myself. So everything you're saying here is new to me.
And for a buffet, usually, like, I know people complain about the Hollywood and Vine buffet. They don't like it, but
constantly.
this I like this buffet. I think it's good. The food's always cooked well. We usually go for breakfast, so you get that. You get all the pastries and the cereals and the Mickey Waffles and the pancakes. They got the make your own omelet little bar there they make in front of you. It's overall good food. The food's always fresh. And then their ice cream maker's on early in the morning too. So I always make myself a nice little ice cream before we leave.
Why wouldn't you? You're in Disney. It's Disney calories anyway. You burn those things. They're good as gone.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's funny. I guess throughout my life, I'm sure you come across this too. You get different opinions on buffets. Like some people are buffet people, and some people just aren't buffet people. When I go to a theme park, I don't mind the idea of a buffet. Well, when I go to a Disney caliber theme park, I don't mind the idea of a buffet. I feel like we go to Chef Mickey's. They put a nice spread out. You seem to think that Crystal Palace does as well. I've never been there. So I always think it's not a bad deal, especially, if you're starting the day. Like you said, you're starting the day, here's a buffet.
Yeah, fill up and you'll
you may not want to wait. Like, you're starting your day, you might not really want to wait for, sit there and order food. Like, I feel like breakfast is, We always do Chef Mickey's one. That's our kind of our tradition. But other than that, it's like I grab like a cheese croissant or something just quick, or we bring oatmeal or cereal to the room with us, and just kind of make it quick. I never really sit down too much for that. So I know this is not just specifically breakfast we're talking about, but you seem to go there for breakfast.
Yeah, we usually go for breakfast. You kind of we usually
sense.
I mean, we usually do the one sit down meal a day type of thing. That's always nice. The Magic Kingdom, you get your big meal that you're using the time for done right away, and then you can maybe you skip your morning. You're gonna snack all day, so the buffet you maybe skip that, wait for lunch. If you do like maybe 9:30, you can kind of get a little you spread your day out more, so you can.
And you have a good view of the castle from there too, no?
Oh yeah, you're right there.
So I wonder if they I have to look this up after, if they have a meal you can get when the show's going on, so you can
I'm not sure.
watch the fireworks and eat. Because that would.
Yeah, because you're right there.
Disney,
you're right. You're right.
Charge that. Put you right in there.
Yeah, because you're right at the hub there. Yeah.
But anyway, another one. It's funny. When I think about sit downs, it's not. I feel like Magic Kingdom doesn't have a ton of places to sit down.
No.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
Have you been to Cinderella's Royal?
No, we're doing that.
Okay.
We're doing that for breakfast. This next one.
We just did it the first time. My wife's friend was adamant about playing. I'm not a big. I like to plan my Disney trips. Don't get me wrong, but I know the parks inside and out enough to know that what I kind of want to do, what I don't. And so with this particular thing, I'm completely glad I did it and everything, but I never really took the time to because you have to call too. Or you have a travel agent, but otherwise you have to call.
Yeah, we had to. Yeah, they
it's
took
kind of
care
strange.
But it's
because it's.
Because we got nervous. We didn't see it on there when we were trying to book. It's like, what are you?
Yeah, it's 2 meal credits and all that good stuff.
You gotta pay everything ahead of time.
Yeah, if you're not using a dining plan, you have to pay ahead of time and all that stuff. I found it's good. I mean, ambiance-wise for the kids, good. You get 2 boys, they're gonna get swords, and everything's good. The princesses come around, obviously. Arya was digging that. We were able to get our seat just happened to be at the back window looking into Fantasyland. That was cool. Food-wise, and I'll say this in comparison to other things in the parks, not just Magic Kingdom, it's decent.
Yeah,
I would say decent.
Yeah, I'm not expecting the world, and I know you're paying for you're being in the castle to get the princesses.
Yeah,
I think that's what the draw of it is more than the food.
Although the meal I had was good. I would probably go again if it was easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not awful. It's just I don't know. What do you like to eat in Epcot, for example? You said Garden Grill earlier. I haven't been to Garden Grill, but if I had to bet, I bet you Garden Grill has better food. Let's put it that way. I don't know, but I just feel like you got to touch upon it a little bit, having this conversation because it's there and it's popular. Be our guest while we're on these two. I'll just jump right over the next one.
Yeah.
So I've actually seen videos. Be our guest versus Cinderella's Castle and comparing and contrasting and things like that. And once again, I think Be Our Guest is the same deal. The meal is okay. I would say actually a step down probably from Cinderella's. I would say a little cheaper, a little more accessible. If you're kind of on the ball, you can get a reservation there.
Yeah, we did. We got a reservation last time, but it was for breakfast.
So when Carrie and I went for the 3 of us, just the 3 of us, she really wanted to make sure we did that one that time, so we did. We the second we could get a reservation, as soon as we were booked, we got as far out as we could. So we got in. So you went for breakfast. I don't know if breakfast is any different than dinner. Or...
No, so because when we went, that was the one thing my wife Sarah wanted to do. She wanted to be in, you see the pictures and you just want to see that.
Yes.
We ended up sitting in the main room. But breakfast, it was breakfast. It was.
Yeah. It
wasn't anything special. It was basic breakfast, just more expensive.
Yeah. So, that's always, isn't that always the
and just a weird thing with the whole, because since we went for breakfast, you had to. I found it weird that when you walk in and get to pick your food from the computer screens. It was kind of.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I think because
That's
when
kinda
it's
out of
the
theme.
quick service, you walk in and then there was sets of the touch screens and you had to pick. It wasn't like your typical quick service where you have to go up. You went to the table and then they bring it out to you. Still, I think we still have to go up and get drinks though. But
And that's still a reserved quick service though.
yeah, we had to reserve it. Yeah,
See, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
but I mean,
But it makes sense.
yeah, and then you don't get the meet and greet with the beast at the
Beast.
breakfast or lunch.
And
But
they
it was
don't-
just that reveal. You walk in and it is.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool for sure.
I mean, they made a cartoon real life basically. They would,
Yeah, they did. And you know what? And for that one reason, I'll go back again at some point. I might even go back this next trip. I don't know.
yeah, because I've seen. I mean, I've looked at the menu for. I mean, if you're on a budget, it is expensive. But I mean, the food does. If you look at the menu and kind of pick the more expensive, you can make it worth it from what I've seen
Yeah.
in the menu and the reviews I've seen. But
I think we're getting to the point in history right now too, where like, if you're on a budget, just don't even go to Disney.
yeah,
Like I don't even know. I mean, I'm half kidding, of course, but I think it gets to the point now where you really need, like, if you are going to be on a budget, you need to make sure you need to adjust your budget to their pricing and make sure you're really on top of that.
yeah. I
So
mean,
if you're trying to eat in the parks, that is, if you're trying to eat in the parks, especially sit downs, forget about it.
yeah.
They're pricey.
Yeah, if you're on a budget, you're probably not gonna do many sit downs. You're gonna.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is. Like I'm definitely the kind of person when I'm on vacation, I'm like loosey goosey with money. Like I'm going on vacation and I'm like whatever. But then it kind of hit me. We went to Italy for 10 days and I'm like, these meals don't hurt at all. They're just normal meat. Like we eat out every day because you're on vacation, but I don't know. It's like $50, $45 for a dinner.
Hmm.
In most places, and you're in Rome,
Yeah.
and then I'm in Disney and it's like $50 for my plate.
Yeah, for your plate. Yeah.
It's crazy, but I still love it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's I think all the sit downs that I can think of off the top of my head right now. Are we missing any? If we are, we'll figure it out. But
I don't think so because everything.
there's not a lot. And I just want to say that as far as
Well, the Plaza restaurant. I've never been to the Plaza.
yeah, I've
restaurant.
never
That
been.
was
Yep, the
That
plaza.
says table service.
I've never been to the plaza, so I'm not going to speak to it too much.
And Tony's. I've been to Tony. I mean,
Yeah,
I was there a long time ago, and then it was what it was, and now everybody talks bad about it, so I don't even.
you don't even bat an eye at
I
it.
don't even bother. And
I look at table service restaurants aside that we just talked about. And once again, Skipper Cantina by far my favorite in the park. When I'm in Magic Kingdom, I generally just go quick service. First of all, it's a busy park in the sense of people being there and a lot to do. So I find that without even realizing it, I think we just actually that's usually the day we start with Chef Mickey's and just go into the park, and then later on it's like Pickles Bill's or like that one, or even Casey's Corner. Any of the quick services there are they're quick service. I haven't really had a bad one. Have you been to the Pinocchio? So that one I like a lot, but I hear mixed reviews on that one. But I feel like when I get some of these reviews, people are forgetting that it's a quick service restaurant in a theme park. Like I don't know how good you expect the food to be.
yeah, because I mean,
I mean,
theme park food is theme park food. I mean, around here we have a local Six Flags, and it's you're not going to eat. You're going there for hamburgers and chicken fingers, and at least these restaurants make an effort, and they try to do different things, and
yeah, there's almost an element of I put myself in the mindset for quick service, and I almost like the pizza better because I'm like, I would never normally eat this pizza, but like I'm here, so I'm gonna eat this pizza, and I'm just enjoying it because it's part of the theme park. Like it tastes like a theme park pizza. Like if you go to it used to be Pizza Planet, now Pizza Rizzo doesn't operate much anymore. But if you've ever been there or anything like it, and if you had a pizza somewhere other than it's Italy Pavilion in Disney World. It's pretty much the same. I actually did an overrated segment on one of my earlier podcasts, and actually, I think it might have even been the first one. And we were talking about how we felt like Disney World's food overall is kind of overrated. I like going there and eating and stuff, and the ones that I do like, I like.
Mm-hmm.
But people overall really talk it up a lot, and I don't know about you, but how many times you really get, does it really knock your socks off when you go to? Can you, off the top of your head, can you even think of one that you just, when you're going on a trip, you're like, I'm going there. I can't wait to go there again. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, we did miss a table service. The one table service.
Well, I'm glad that this brought us full circle to this.
Is Liberty Tree Tavern. That's probably my favorite. That was one of my favorite.
See, I've never been to that
quick
one
service overall. I like the
I'm gonna
we
go.
usually, and they have a menu or families. We usually do the family style. You get, it's kind of that Thanksgiving meal, so it's nice. You're not thinking about Thanksgiving in the middle of the summer when you should go, but it's air conditioned inside. So you get that, the turkey and the
So you get the whole
pork. You get the whole thing. You get the
trimmings,
the macaroni and cheese, the stuffing, and then in being from New England, you get that old New England type style building.
Okay.
And then
this is quick service.
no, it's table service.
Oh, this is table service.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my favorite thing
So,
is this dessert that they have, and it's this.
See, this guy's getting it's time to get passionate now.
This what is the ooey gooey toffee cake? I like it so much that I looked on the internet.
This guy tried to find a recipe.
I bought a Disney cookbook because I make it. I've
Does
made
it come
it
out the same? Or close enough anyway?
close enough to me, and I usually make it for our holidays lately.
So I have to ask, can you make this dish? And we can eat it on this podcast.
Oh, we
one
could,
day?
of course.
This is
It
gonna
gives me an
happen.
excuse to make it.
This is gonna happen.
Except they
at
usually
some
make
point-
it in one of those cast iron things. I make
Oh,
it
we don't gotta get
in
crazy.
I make it in a little, oversized muffin tin. So everybody gets a little.
He shows up with this huge bowl.
Everybody gets a little individual thing, but and being I mean overall I like Liberty Square. Probably
we could
one of the
even-
best.
Could I even record you making this dish, and then we could
Oh, we could have a whole cooking segment, maybe.
we might have to do that one way or the other. We're gonna now you got me. My interest is peaked.
Yeah,
So-
because that started me on the whole. I bought a couple of Disney cookbooks, and I have cooked some stuff from but
See, I'm learning something here.
that dessert is just.
I didn't know this was a thing that he
I
did.
have to go to Liberty. I don't even know why that.
Now I'm going.
I went to Liberty Tree
100%
Tavern
going, and I'm
every
vlogging
single
it, so-
time, and now I mean, I always thought it was only a family style, but you can get the individual thing. So I might just go make a thing, just go in there and get a couple of the desserts and leave.
So this is what's gonna happen. I'm going on Friday, and then I'm gonna have it, and then I'm gonna come back, and at some point I'm gonna have yours, and we're gonna see where we're at with
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then maybe now I'm getting an idea. Maybe we'll attempt all kinds of things over the course of time.
Yeah.
And whether we film the entire cooking process or not remains to be seen. But one way or the other, we'll either try them on the show. Like we could now I'm thinking we could try churros. We could try to recreate Dole Whip. Though I think that's gonna be impossible. People try doing it.
I have tried it. I've made it a couple times from
Did you
whatever
get the texture
actually.
right? I would imagine that'd be difficult.
It wasn't the same texture. It tasted okay, but it wasn't that.
I feel like you would need the machine to get it
Yeah,
right.
it doesn't have that like.
God, I love Dole Whip. I don't even know why. I just love it.
Yeah, I can't. You couldn't probably pay me to eat a chunk of like pineapple cut up, but Dole Whip I can.
Have you had it with a rum yet?
Yeah, the last time we went, my wife
it's
was
fantastic.
way into them. So when we went to Animal Kingdom, they had that
Yeah.
option. She's like, oh, okay,
Freaking awesome,
yeah,
man.
and it was good. And I'm not much of a rum
So
person,
I-
but it was good.
Well, you liked my eggnog and rum back in the day.
I had a bad, me and the captain had a bad experience. So it's been rough lately.
How about the Admiral? Anyway, yeah. So there's two kinds too with the Dole Whip. While we're on the topic, you can get it with the black rum, or you can get it with the coconut rum. I did both. I know one's coconut. I think the other one's a black rum. But just throwing this out there, I highly recommend the coconut over the black. If you have the means, try both. But yeah, it's funny too because You can get it at that little. There's a little stand right right before you go on the first floor of the Polynesian, out by the pool.
Mm-hmm.
where
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
get
yeah.
'em. And they do it differently. Sometimes they'll make it and they'll do it. They'll put it in there for you. Sometimes they'll make it and put the shot on the side. You know, just my opinion to the cast members on that one before we move on here. Put it in before I you serve it to me, because I just it takes the magic away when you put just a shot on the side. Because then I'm just like, do I just take the shot and eat the dillip? You know what I mean? So they spread it out nice and neat as they're making it. It comes out a lot better. But anyway, off of Dole, back to Magic Kingdom eating. So what were we just at there? That was the Liberty. And how about the Harbor House? Now you're talking about that area. That's not a bad little place either.
I don't think I've been there.
Okay, so we stumbled upon. You can pull the menu up. You got it right on the side. We stumbled upon this place on a trip a few years back. It just started pouring, and we ran to get cover. And then when we ran to get cover, they were like, "Oh, you can't come in here unless you're eating." And I looked at Carrie and I was like, "Well, we need to eat anyway, so let's just kill two birds with one stone." And it was just, it was all simple. We got, I think Ari had chicken tenders, and it's got a lot of seafood offerings, as you're probably looking at right now.
Yeah, a lot of fried fish and the breaded shrimp and
which I didn't have any of that. I got something very simple. I think I got like
lobster rolls, tuna sandwiches.
I got a chicken
pot pie.
Yeah, I think I got a chicken pot pie, and it was just good. It was decent.
Chowder, hush puppies.
Once again, I don't like to talk up unless I'm talking like Sotilli Cantina over in Animal Kingdom. I don't like to talk up quick services too much because they're all, first of all, obviously like anything else, a matter of taste, and it's just hit or miss. But I would say that as long as you're good with the idea that you're not going to get an extraordinary experience out of a sit-down, a quick service, this place will definitely has something for everyone.
Yeah, see, I've never looked at the menu, but I think, I will definitely try this when you go, because
it's right across from the Haunted Mansion, like right when you walk.
Yeah, because they got, it's more of, it's got a lot of like New England type food here too, it seems like, and clam chowder.
Yeah, you're right about.
If they have clam chowder, I'll try clam chowder because I'm a big fan of the New England clam chowder. I'm actually, my favorite clam chowder I've ever had is made in Florida.
Well, this is blasphemy.
I was very surprised. They've won our local Newport clam chowder cook-off. Usually when we go to Disney, for a week. I usually have a 2-week vacation. So we go to Disney. That's the vacation for the kids. And then we have friends that they run like a timeshare kind of hotel thing on in Siesta Key on the Gulf side. So we usually go over there for a couple days so the adults can have their vacation. And right across the street from that is this place called Captain Kurt's Clam Shack. I tried their clam chowder the first time I went there.
This guy's mind was blown.
Man, it was, what drew me in was it said they won the the Newport Chowder Cook-Off. So I'm like,
okay.
I know that. So we went over there. So now that's the first. We go over there. I walk across the street. I buy myself a nice pint of it and
enjoy.
Yeah, it's the best clam chowder. So
all right.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of chowder too, although I did not have it when I was there, and I didn't even think about the idea of it kind of having a New Englandy feel. But now you say that.
Yeah, looking at it, yeah,
it's kind of what they're going for, I guess. And once again, I believe that's part of because it's right across from the little underpass you go through there when you're walking up when you walk up towards Fantasyland past the Haunted Mansion up the hill towards Rapunzel's Tower. It's right there on the right.
Oh, okay.
You'll see it right next to the Haunted Mansion gift shop. I'm drawing a blank on that.
So I think we have at least 2 days at the Magic Kingdom when we're going, so I will definitely try that one.
It's an easy spot, and food's decent. I guess we'd be remiss if we didn't at least talk about Cosmic Rays.
Yeah.
Once again, just your basic.
That's
very basic, really.
Yeah,
right?
that's your definition of theme park food, I think.
It's a cafeteria, really.
Yeah, that's for your picky eaters who just it's safe.
Yeah. It has Sunny Eclipse, which is a cool feature.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it kind of misses the mark on being themed to like future. It's in Tomorrowland. I mean, a lot of Tomorrowland misses the mark these days anyway. But yeah, as far as that goes, it misses the mark. I would say with a little like, oh, you can order in Bay 6 or Bay 5 or Bay 4. It just kind of reminds me of like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean there. Yeah.
So, I mean, teach their own on that one. I know.
I mean, they gotta
some
have
other
something for
YouTubers love
the people that just like to eat plain food. So,
And God bless you.
Yeah.
But, and don't get me wrong, I'm going to eat there again someday. It
Yeah.
happens.
yeah.
But, not my number one choice. And then Pecos Bills over in Pecos Bills is Frontierland, right? Yeah, just when you get to Frontierland.
Yes.
Sorry, sometimes I have a hard time deciphering where Adventureland ends and Frontierland begins. That one's probably for quick service. That might be my favorite Magic Kingdom quick service, just because it has the tacos and things like that, which I love, and obviously like Santa Hill Inn and Epcot is one of my favorite restaurants. I know it's not a popular opinion, but I just like Mexican food in general. That type of thing. So I don't think you can go wrong there, and I think it's an easy thing not to screw up for quick service. There's not a lot goes into a good taco, for example. So not to be disappointed, I guess is what I would say. You wouldn't be disappointed if you went there if you know that you like that kind of food. Don't go if you don't like that kind of food, just stay away from it. Because I know, like my uncle, for example, would just be a waste of time going in there. But if you like that kind of food, you won't be disappointed for what it is. It's not gonna knock your socks off, but it'll be reasonably priced for Disney standards, and you'll leave somewhat satisfied. And it's right near Splash Mountain and all that stuff, so that's cool.
And everybody talks about the Fixins bar. It's a very
Yeah. That too. People like that. You can eat without even paying.
yeah.
Get you make yourself a little salad at the Fixins bar. You on a budget?
Yeah. It's a perfect thing for
Bring some bread, and then make yourself a sandwich. Anything else on Magic Kingdom restaurants? Oh, Casey's Corner.
Yeah, Casey's Corner is usually one I always go to. I like it more for the their specialty hot dogs, or because I think if I want a hot dog there, I would usually go to I'm trying to blank the Liberty the market that's in Liberty, because they actually have grills out there, and I like
You like to see it being made.
It's being
properly?
made. You're in the. I usually go in the summer, so it's like I like a grilled hot dog. But Casey's, I like whatever their monthly special is usually grab, or you can get the chili on it. Something. It's just where the kids get the little
It has the all-American
corn dog
feel.
bites and stuff, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get the piano player out there. It's
on Main Street.
yeah.
Which
If
is
you
neat.
can grab a table, it's a nice view to people watch. You get the castle there and everything.
You'd think you'd walk into Main Street USA, like right in the heart of it, like down the middle. You walk down the middle, down the street, and like halfway up to your right or left, there would just be a sit-down, like themed out sit-down restaurant, like right in the middle of smack dab. Would make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
You could have a really, I mean, obviously you're gonna theme it out to the feel of Main Street USA, of course, but man, you can do something cool, like an old tiny like soda shop type thing, or
Yeah, that would definitely like that old pharmacy / soda
I
shop.
guess
Even
that's
though you could theme it out that way, yeah.
I guess that's what Casey's Corner kind of is in a way, but not exactly what I was thinking overall.
It's just because you walk in that whole emporium, and then it's connected to the emporium basically.
Yeah.
Because you walk right through.
You can
so
literally
it's-
walk the entire length, and
Yeah.
I do that sometimes when it's hot. But yeah, I think it's definitely worth a stop though. If you're looking for something quick and you haven't tried it, it's always worth a try. You see guys like Tim Tracker and stuff
Yeah.
always head there and do vlogs, and when they have the special hot dog offerings.
And
And
everybody always says mobile order it, because you can just kind of jump
Yeah.
the whole line.
mobile ordering's pretty good. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
done it yet.
We didn't. I don't know if it was completely rolled out the last time we were there, but
Yeah, it's
we'll
worth
be
it.
using it this time.
Yeah, definitely do it. You'll like it. I don't know. That's all I got for Magic Kingdom. How about you? Anything else worth mentioning?
No. We got all the restaurants. You get the Dole Whip in there, so kind of get every. And then wherever you can find a random churro cart, because a churro is always nice.
Yep.
I usually hit the one up in near where Country Bear is. That's the one I usually.
Sometimes you may even get a Country Bear out there, give you a free churro. It happens. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I like the Country Bear Jamboree.
Yeah.
Never gets old. Even though it's getting old, it never gets old.
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us. You may have noticed that last week and now this week we are skipping our 50 tweaks because we're just gonna take a little break from that. But we will have the entire 50 out by the time the 50th anniversary rolls around. I promise you. So we'll get back on that probably after our trips this summer, just so we can get some more ideas and have a couple of cool different things to look at. Give us a little more time to gather information on our trips. Well, things we notice and stuff like that. So we will get back to that when probably around the beginning of September or so, when Johnny gets back from his trip. So other than that, same spiel. Good questions, comments, leave them in the comment section below on YouTube. Quick Diz Takes, at Quick Diz Takes, I should say, on Twitter. Backside of Water on iCloud.com for email. Quick Diz Takes on Instagram. And I will have a Facebook page up at some point, I promise, but not quite there yet. Other than that, I'm Tim. This is John. Have a magical rest of your week, everyone.
See you later.